Do you know that mortgage works in Port Harcourt? Do you know you can own a property in Port Harcourt with a low interest single digit mortgage here in Port Harcourt? Absolutely possible. So if you're someone that has been planning on buying a property, you want to own a property, but you can't get the money in bulk, you want to get access to mortgage to buy a property, any property you want, and pay small, then stick around for this video because I'm going to be sharing with you how you can own a property right here in Port Harcourt with a low interest mortgage. I'm talking about the MREF mortgage plan. Now, first of all, what is MREF? MREF is a federal government mortgage loan that helps you acquire a property for up to 100 million naira and pay with an interest of 9.75% annually for the period of 20 years. Now, the good thing about this mortgage is that the interest per annum is on the remaining balance owed after a year's payment. For example, let's say you started this mortgage with 50 million naira and you started paying for it monthly, and at the end of the year, you have a balance of 40 million naira to clear up. Your next year annual percentage is given to you based on that 40 million naira balance remaining. This is just to make it easier and simpler for Nigerians to own properties in Nigeria without stress and also be able to access cheap loans. Now, what are the requirements for you to be able to access this MREF mortgage loan? First of all, you have to be a Nigerian. You can be a Nigerian living in Nigeria or a Nigerian living abroad, but you must be a Nigerian. 2, you have to be within the ages of 21 to 60 years by the end of that loan maturity. So in 20 years time, you should be clocking around that 21 to 60 years for you to qualify to get this loan. 3, you must have a consistent income source. Whether you're a business owner or a salary earner, your income must be consistent. You must have a clear history when it comes to your money, your account. You must not have debt that will stop you from paying for this mortgage loan. 4, the property you want to buy must have a C of O. This MREF only works for properties that have certificates of occupancy. If your property does not have it, you will not be able to access this loan. 5, you must have a minimum of 10 to 20% of the property you want to buy. In other words, the federal government, through the MREF mortgage loan, helps you pay for between 80 to 90% of your property. You yourself will take care of 10 to 20% of the equity of that property. Now, if you have all of this, then you are qualified to apply for the mortgage loan. Now, how do you apply? First of all, reach out to us. We are going to send you the form to fill. And after you fill this form, we will need your bank statement for a year and 3 months slip. That is your back-to-back earnings in the space of 3 months. Now, you have to have a bank account with the banks that already have a partnership for this particular loans. Banks like UBA, First Bank, Access Bank, and the rest. Now, once you have that, we can start processing for your loan partnership with our partners in MREF. And this process can last for between 8 to 18 weeks, depending on how long it takes for you to be clarified. Once you are clarified, the federal government will go ahead and pay the money to the developer, and you own the property completely, and then pay small every single month for this particular property through this mortgage payment plan. You see, it is now very easy for you to own a property in Nigeria, especially if you don't have bulk money to buy it at once, or you want to get access to mortgage loans that help you pay and own properties without stress. Now, if you know someone that has been looking to buy a property in Nigeria, especially in Port Harcourt, but cannot get the bulk money, go ahead and share this video with them so that they will know that they can buy a property in Port Harcourt using this MREF mortgage plan. If you want more information on how you can get started buying your property in Port Harcourt using this MREF loan, go ahead and reach out to me on WhatsApp and let's discuss. My name is Justin Nadi. I'm your #1 realtor here in the city of Port Harcourt. I help you turn your land to cash flow. So if you're looking to buy properties in Port Harcourt for the purpose of turning them to cash flow properties that make you return on investment, then go ahead and reach out to me because I am the one for you. Give me a call and let's talk further. I will see you.